Again, boy.
I'm over here stroking my
Upside haunts.
Guess what I just got? That's right. Right behind this bouncy house, I have the programmable skeleton, also known as Ultra Skelly. Kind of like the ultra posable skeletons, but just more general. But this has got to be my favorite animatronic, like, of this year, if not of all time. Because although some people may call it copying Grimm, it distinguishes itself in a big way by allowing you to customize it just like completely. You can speak through it live, or you could set up to like 30 pre-programmed phrases of your own. It's absolutely amazing, and I can't wait to make it say just the dumbest stuff possible. I can't wait. I'm sure that my high hopes for this thing are gonna lower a bit, but just based on concept, it's fantastic. Even if, you know, I've seen some videos of it, its audio quality is really bad, and it doesn't have a aux port to connect its separate speaker, which is really unfortunate. Like, really major flaw in this guy. They need an aux port to plug in an extra speaker. Might even be worth like messing with the wires to connect your own thing more like manually, because this guy is so versatile. It might be the only animatronic I would justify getting multiple of, because they could both be completely unique characters. Since it's a basic skeleton, you can dress it up however you want. It's only like 6 feet tall, so most anything would fit it. Anyways, I'm gonna stop yapping and open this thing up. Got the scissors. Time to open this bad boy. Here we go. To me, this guy is kind of like Home Depot's new crown jewel ever since the 12-foot skeleton. But I'm still really sad to see that just like last year, they have bad speakers with no aux cord. So you don't even have an option to fix it yourself. Okay, here we go. We've got some instructions. Throw that over there. So with this guy, you know, extremely unique. He comes with an app, and these are some separate instructions just to teach you how to use the app to, you know, program him. Set your own audio and do literally whatever. Finally, with the retail animatronic, we have the freedom to reprogram that a pro animatronic has. Also, he comes with stakes. Outdoor rated, nice, amazing. I'm not sponsored, by the way. I just love this animatronic this much. It's literally the only thing that I'm buying with my own money this year. Oh, crap. So I'm like, I've got to choose at least one thing, and for me, it's this guy. This is the one thing. Even more so than the 15-foot scarecrow. That was the other one, kind of the runner-up. But I don't know, I can't fit the 15-foot scarecrow in my room. Not its fault. It was just born that way. And I can't do funny stuff with it, which is kind of what I like the most about this guy. Just gotta throw all this cardboard all over the place. But as you can see with this open box, we got bones everywhere. My room's a huge mess already, like speed running, making a mess out of my room. Gonna turn on this fan, it's getting hot in here. I can only assume that his head is inside of here. Yep, this is your classic 3-axis servo head, just like Grimm was, except this guy's just better because of the customizability. I do like Grimm's head sculpt better though, if you're comparing the two. I like this one is more like standard, whereas Grimm's looked more like realistic in a way. I do appreciate that he is outdoor rated. Also, all the movements and features are separate wires, so even though you could program it to have some features off, you could just manually unplug some of them, like the eyes or the mouth or the head movement. And this little connection piece is kind of covered up by this black part, hides it. But it's very solid, I like it. I've got to move this box aside so that I can start with the base. I like that the base was at the top of the box. That way I could just start with it like this. Okay, let's see. Something else I like, his hands. What a great, like, look at this. So these are his hands, could be totally posed, and they're like hardcore pose and stay. They're not going anywhere. Look at that, give him a big old thumbs up. Actually, I'm not sure that I can give him a thumbs up. It doesn't go that far back. Dang, that's unfortunate. This is the closest I can get. There we go. The sideways thumbs up. Here, I'm gonna have him point, actually. There you go, and you could twist the wrist as well. That's not really pose and stay, it's just kind of off of friction. Yeah, there we go, that's one of his arms. And also, of course, this part can also pose and stay. Got both his feet, they kind of lay on top of each other, although they aren't quite as thin as clown shoes, luckily. I'm so glad, because when you step on these, they're not gonna immediately shatter, but they're not quite as thick as something like Grimm's feet. Anyways, we're gonna set these both here. Get these legs on. I'm gonna have to grab a screwdriver. All right, I'm back. I've got a screwdriver. It's a little flathead one, even though this is a Phillips screw. It should be fine. It should be fine. Flatheads are kind of work for both, as long as it's the right size. The screws keeping them together on top of the snap locks, so it's like an extra layer of security here. I like it. I like it. Yeah, let's get all these leg bones out. Now that we've got those poles on, we should be good. Also, wait. Does he come with a screwdriver? No, that's just his cord. Okay, I was gonna feel really dumb for a second, but actually, in reality, I'm extremely smart. Okay, let's see if I could do this correctly. Oh, I put this on wrong. I put it on wrong to begin with. I gotta put on these bones before the poles. Wait, I'm figuring it out. It's okay. See, I had it right the first time. This one goes on here. Yep, okay. Now we're gonna stick this through, lift this up, and get that thing on. And then screw it. It's a little bit cumbersome, a little bit hard to do. But there we go, and they kind of slot into each other. I do love that he comes with stakes. Now this one, easy, slide it on. Gonna get that thing slotted in. Wait a minute, never mind. I can't do anything right. There we go. There we go. And they got holes in the back, like at the top of these bones, so that you could access the snap locks when you attach his waist. Just get these things off. Okay. All right, there we go. This is really solid, by the way. Okay, guessing torso is next. Pretty obvious. Got this little label that tells you that this is the motion sensor. Okay, and before we totally slide this down, we're just gonna connect the cords that go between his main body and his torso. And you got these little things that you twist on. Since he's waterproof, it prevents the water from reaching any of the connections. Okay, and then you could just stuff these wires up in here where they shall not be seen. Okay, and there's no snap lock here. It's just the screw straight into the back. This shall suffice. He's already very big. He's like as tall as me, if not taller, without his head. So definitely bigger than 6 feet. I'm not sure exactly what it says on the box. 6.5 feet. Let's put his arms on before he becomes too intimidating. There we go. He's like clenching his fist. He's angry. There's some more screws to just tighten these on, similar to how the 12-foot skeleton or Inferno work, just on a smaller scale. I'll put on the pointing finger. This one is the arm that turns. You can see that the connection is slightly different. It has it in a very certain place. Then you just tighten that up and it's not, oh, it is going anywhere. The screw was just more resistant than I was expecting. There we go, now it's not going anywhere. That is everything outside of the box. We're just gonna throw his head on now. And of course, connect the many wires that are associated with his head. I do wish that he was a bit shorter. See, I love that he's tall for himself's sake. And also I should probably lift this camera up. I love that he's tall like on his own, but considering like dressing him up for your own characters, I wish that he was like a standard 6 foot, not 6.5, because that way literally anything would fit him. For this, it's a little bit of a stretch. It's much taller than the average person. Okay, I've got all those cords connected. I could probably just hide them up in here in his head. Yep, pretty easily too. He's got lots of space in his head. And just tighten up the screw on the back, and there you go. He's finished being built. Check that out. So normally I would prefer physical servo eyes rather than the screen eyes, but in this case, screen eyes are possibly the best way they could have gone, just because then you could customize it to be anything on the screen. A lot better than the boring like physical servo eyes, in this case only. Can't stress enough. Also, I forgot to mention there is a light underneath his front teeth, and also a light in his chest. I'm pretty sure there's lights in it. Yeah, there's lights coming from the back of like the front of his chest, like on the other side here. Now let's go ahead and plug him in and hear what his default phrases are, and then we're gonna mess with him and make him say the most dumb things known to man. Yeah, let's give him the kind of funny arm position. There we go. His moving arm shall remain pointed. There you go. Okay, that's good. That's good. I love him. Let's get that cord situated. It's a very long, thick, nice cord, by the way, I must say. I don't believe this guy's going back in his box for a long time. Gonna have too much fun with it.
Have too much fun with the animatronic. Oh, excuse me, can I borrow that animatronic? I want to have fun with it.
What do you mean by that?
I love having fun. I like, don't you like to have fun? I like to have fun with animatronics. They're really cool and fun.
There's a cord holder along the back of his left leg. Very nice, very nice. Keeps everything organized and not just like cords dangling everywhere.
I hate it when my cord dangles.
Okay, time to plug it in. We'll see what it says.
Sorry, young Crouchy. I'm gonna have to,
Okay, there we go. Okay. Oh, here he's going. Get out. Okay, he's on lights only mode. That's pretty. The screens are nice. They're very high resolution. Go, boy. Don't know what the deal is with him. So he basically has no control box at all. It's just I believe. Oh wait, no, he does. I was just looking at the cord down here. It's on his left shoulder right here, so we could set his mode, his volume. It's a nice control box, but you know it's missing one crucial aspect. It's got the step pad thing. It's got the volume. It's got the different modes. It's got the lights on only mode, which is very nice. I love that. Way better than like Spirit Halloween control boxes, but it's missing the freaking aux cord connection thing that is usually standard in other animatronics. That's where a place like Spirit Halloween has a leg up on them in the past couple of years, especially with this guy's horrible audio quality, like really bad speaker. You like either give him a really good speaker that people would never want to replace it, or give him the aux cord option so that people can add their own speaker. I prefer the aux cord. Like I'd be fine if something has a terrible speaker if I can just add my own, because I'm sure that I could like just buy a really good speaker. Although then again, it is nice having animatronics in one piece, not have to have a separate part. Anyways, let's turn them on full volume and do sensor. Okay, here we go. Let's hear it.
You, come over here and look what I can.
Rick, hold on to my mic. There we go.
Did you like that? Well, you can customize all of that and more, even recording your own. But if you don't want to be a voice actor, that's fine. I come with pre-recorded messages.
Oh my gosh.
You can choose my motion, lighting, eyes, and voice.
Cool, right? Cool, right?
So, what are you waiting for? Take me home today.
Oh, take him home today. He's already home, does he know? Does he have a single thought in his head?
Yes.
Is that all? Okay.
Here, look what I can.
Yeah, I see. That's like his only function there. Seems like that's his only phrase that he's gonna play in stores. But I know that he's got a bunch of other default phrases on the app, which you know, like I'm tempted to show you those, but I'm too excited to like make him say dumb stuff. So I'm gonna get a hold of this guy's app. Sure.
My primary objective is to attain an inordinate sum of influence and following, and then give the impression that I am no longer familiar with the acquaintances within my surrounding vicinity.
My name is Gregory Winstead, and my favorite memory as a child is my mother brought me to the pond, and there for the first time I saw the light. It guided me and showed me the future, and I saw the rest of my life, and I saw my...
Like they got you doing the easy work, huh, Cupcake? I just got out of a 250-hour unpaid shift of crushing my legs in a hydraulic press.
Have you ever had a dream that you want him to do you so much you could do anything?
I'm declaring war on fat gay kids. Not the kids themselves, but on whatever's making them so fat, gay, and pathetic.
Nintendo memes that'll make you the coolest friend in the group chat. First off, we have This Does Not Mama the Beast.
Hey.
Do you desire a perverse form of renewal? An irony-drenched death drive that licks its wounds and thrives on the fever dream of its own destruction? Well, Stewie, across many ancient cultures, Solonian, Egyptian, Greek, Celtic, and others, the spring equinox was steeped in rites of fertility, rebirth, and cosmic alignment. A season of ruptured skin and flowering entrails, where the earth